Hey, how's it going, everybody? And welcome to another Friday night stream. As always, Uli here. How are y'all doing? I hope that y'all are having a fantastic Friday, wherever you might be. Mine's rather uneventful, and that's okay. So, what's on the menu for tonight? Well, I figured perhaps we could start things off with some GeoGuessr duels. Now, before I get started with anything else, though, I need to get some things off my chest. Primarily because now that I am nearing the end of my journey here in college, provided that I will finish my thesis on time, um, provided that my thesis wouldn't take me more than a semester to finish. All right, I need to get some things off my chest because, as some of you may know, I am a film studies major. Now, let me just put it this way. Hot take: League of Legends ruined my academic life, and I barely even played a game. No, seriously. Um, so uh, it'll make sense here in just a second. Because if League of Legends didn't exist, Arcane would not exist, and Arcane was the reason why I ended up choosing film studies as my major. So back in 2022, before I started college, I spent about half a year constantly watching and rewatching Arcane Season 1. So, and I'm not talking about casual rewatches here. Like, I paused scenes, um, I zoomed into uh, frames of episodes. I'm not talking about shots. Like, well, I guess you could say, freeze frames of shots, I guess. Uh, I looked at still frames. I analyzed body gestures, glances, um, the art style, the world building, the setting, all that. So, you know, basically, I was doing uh, media analysis work before I was required to as college assignments. And as some of you may know, I'm a rather big Caitlyn Vi, Kate Vi shipper. Um, so I was getting very deep into the Caitlyn Vi subtext. For most of 2022. So basically, I was doing media analysis before I knew that's what it was called. So I thought to myself, film studies sounds perfect for me, right? Well, by the time when the time came for me to choose my major, I, I picked, I checked film studies on the form. Well, I guess, more accurately, I wrote down film studies on my major application form, uh, and I thought to myself, this is it. Um, my passion in close reading of media is finally paying off. Nope, it was not. It was not the perfect. Film studies was not perfect. Was not the perfect major for me. Oh, posture check. Alright. Oh, hello there. It's coming up to God. So, most of my film classes ended up being weekly theory readings. So, now for context, hey, Ben, man. I'm doing I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine so far. How are you? So in my uh in my film studies classes, for context, when I first started, uh there were only there were only three of us. Three. Yo, Scumnut is good. Thank you so much for the 10 bits. I'm feeling better now, thanks to you. Love you, man. Alright, anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, right. Just give me a second. Oh shoot, another 10 bits. Let's go. Yep. Even better. Even better now. Thanks. Right, where was I? Okay, so when I first started, uh, first day of my film studies major class. You look down. What's up? I'm just getting some. I'm trying to get some stuff off my chest. Really, because I'm nearing the end of my college journey. I'm currently on my seventh semester now. Um, I'm only one semester away from turning in my final thesis. So so uh, I just wanna talk a little bit about my experience as a film studies major so far. You know, uh, for past I think this is my second year. Uh, this is my second full year as a film studies major. Um, so because in my school, you only get to pick your major once you're in the fourth semester. Yeah, fourth semester. What on bunny ears? Right. Where do I keep those? Oh, there they are. Oh man, these are badly bent. Holy, I don't remember them being this bent. My God. Film studies to be specific, because there are several majors of choice in my school. So I go to a film school. You know, I go to a film school, which itself is a part of. Those are some sad bunny ears. I know. I think what happened was uh I accidentally put uh these into the laundry, to the washing machine, and they just sort of ended up um you know smashed around and getting bent. I don't need to put them on. No, I'll put them on. It's fine. I mean, you redeem points after all. And I mean, I haven't worn these. I haven't worn these in a while, so you just gave me a reason to wear these. So thanks. So I go to a film school, right? And film school itself is a part of a larger institution that is, yeah, it's part of an art school basically. Um, the film school is just one of the uh, schools that you can go to. Anyway, so I ended up choosing film studies as my major, and uh, one of the prerequisites of uh, one of the prerequisites that you have to fulfill before you could start um, before you could start your film studies classes is that you have to write a 1500 uh, you have to write a 1500 word analysis any uh, of any film of your choice. However, it has to be an Indonesian film, because I go to an Indonesian film school. It's just the way it is. So I did that, and um, soon soon I realized that most of my film classes ended up being just weekly theory reading. So uh you know, one week after another, you're gonna get assigned a book to read. So you get to read new textbook chapter every week. So in that, in most of my film studies classes, you ended up talking about films, not a lot of talking about the stuff people are actually into. So it felt like learning how to read, PDFs um, of film analysis books written by some dude 60 years ago. Instead of learning how to think with images, right? If that sounds boring, yeah, yeah, it kind of is. It kind of is boring um, uh, because soon you realize the treadmill of you know the treadmill flow of film studies classes that you take every week. But there was one moment where film studies actually clicked again with me. So in my fifth semester of college, I took a class called Contemporary Film Studies. And guess what? My professor let us, well, her three students, three, uh, including me, three including me, by the way. There were only three. There were only three people who took film studies at the time. Now I'm the only one remaining. I am the sole film studies major remaining, and I don't think I haven't heard about my juniors taking film studies at all. Uh, so I don't know. Perhaps next semester, film studies is no more. Who knows? With the way how things are going at the moment in my film studies program. Anyway, in fifth semester, I took a class called Contemporary Film Theories, and my professor, uh, who, by the way, it's worth mentioning that she is probably my number one favorite professor in the entire school. Um, she was cool enough. She was cool enough to let us, her three students, turn in a video essay instead of um, instead of a traditional paper assignment. So, and that's what I did. I made a video essay about a very very pivotal, intimate scene between the characters Caitlin and Vi in Arcane Season 2, Episode 8, Mark 3459, 3458. I think, if you know anything about Arcane, you probably know which scene I'm talking about. So, I made a video essay about it, and I submitted it. I turned it in. I sent it to my professor, And then I uploaded it to YouTube. I uploaded it to YouTube actually as an as an afterthought. Um, and guess what? It got over 6,000 views somehow. Uh, a video essay that is meant for a school assignment somehow garnered over 6,000 views. Go figure. Um, and the people in the comments were, very, very nice to me. They agreed with my analysis. They expanded on my somewhat lackluster analysis, at least in my opinion. Um, and they talked about how and why the relationship worked, and and that was the first time I actually felt joy out of film studies. But as with all nice things, it did not last because during one of my advising sessions with my academic advisor, he asked me, if you were to pursue video essay seriously, would that make you a film critique slash film scholar, or would that make you a filmmaker? A filmmaker. Um, I mean, you're making, by that point, you're making audiovisual media. I mean, Godard, Jean-Luc Godard, one of the seminal figures of film criticism, and one of the seminal figures of French New Wave. I mean, Jean-Luc Godard did that too, and that was, needless to say, his line of questioning was discouraging for me. I get it. Like, it was meant to be a thoughtful provocation, but I don't know. It felt like gatekeeping to me. It's almost as if you want to be considered as a serious film scholar, uh, you are not allowed to, you know, you're not allowed to use audiovisual media as your vehicle of critique or analysis. It definitely felt like gatekeeping to me, which is wild because I'm literally in a discipline about analyzing images. Right? Yeah. Why? So I guess the takeaway question here from my little anecdote, I guess you could call it rant. Do y'all think that academia is keeping up with how people actually engage with media nowadays? I mean, people people discover media through, especially in an era where people discover media through social media and such. Not really. Yeah, that's about my line. That's my line of thinking as well. Film, I feel like is not really, academia is so out of touch. Especially film. You know, media media studies is so out of touch with how people engage with media nowadays. With media nowadays. Um, ow. Right. I guess I am gonna. I guess I'm gonna put this away. I feel like, yeah, I feel like a lot of people, I feel like most of engaging, most of the more engaging media analyses, they're done outside the classroom, and I guess that's part of the reason why, uh, film studies, especially in the case of my school, the film school that I go to, is a dying major. Like I'm literally uh my major's last line. Last lifeline. It's that bad. Anyway, those are my 2 cents about my film studies. About my experience majoring in film studies. Yeah, that is if I stay true. Which, I honestly don't want to stay forever. I gotta move on. I want to move on with life, dude. I don't want to stay in school forever. Right. Anyway, those are my 2 cents about my experience as a film studies major. Thank you for tuning in to my TED Talk, and I'll see you all next week. Bye bye. That about does it for today's stream. I'm kidding. All right. Anyway, let's play some GeoGuessr. Oh look, we are Avatar twins. Almost. Yeah, I tried my best. Bullet. We got a Renault car behind us. Where did that car go? Where could we be? I need to go further. Look for some more clues. People are driving on the left here. I guess. Yep. That was correct. Well, I mean, by that I mean, at least I guessed the correct country. Alright, Turkey. Turkey. Nice. Y'all, the power just got cut out at my home. Fuck. Which means that my stream is likely about to go out any time now. Fucking great. Well, I guess this is indeed gonna be a 28-minute stream. A 30-minute, less than 30-minute stream. Look. Let me just go ahead and finish up this GeoGuessr match real quick. Okay, and that's GG. Alright. Well, uh, alright, so, I guess I'll see y'all again when the power comes back on. If it comes back on tonight, so, bye bye.